by at least 30 people who haven't played StarCraft since Brood War, but are also experts on the game.
18 minutes and 57 seconds?
That's not that long. People send me in fucking 28-minute games and are like, how do I play late game CVT when they started their hive at 23 minutes with 9,000 minerals? Like,
dude, I don't know. Times 2 the shit out of this right now. There's no way I'm sitting through 1857.
Well, what I usually do is I go to the first person of the person to be coached, and I see when they first fuck up. We're looking at Spasm, I assume.
Spasm, my guy. Grilling into embers.
Gametime doesn't play games that last more than 9 minutes. If his first Zerglings don't get in, it's over. All right.
Yep, exactly.
GG.
Yep.
But first off, why are you walling
channel.
off against a Terran? Okay,
Second
so
off, why do you have 420 minerals and your probe's just now getting at the natural?
okay, I can let that one go. But he forgot his gas. He doesn't have a gas.
Is
So
this the build?
This is not the build.
500 minerals making a Nexus. Okay.
Forgot the assimilator. Well, there's the cyber core, but we don't have any gas yet. Is a problem.
Can I? The Terran's probably not watching your stream. But
I mean, if you want to criticize the Terran, I want to appreciate how there are now 2 worker kills for these probes.
dude,
all right, I've said this before.
What am I watching right now?
What am I watching? You've never done this.
You better times 2 the shit out of this, dude.
No. I'm gonna. This is the build: 14 pylon, 16 gates, 17 assimilator, 20 nexus, 20 core, 21 second assimilator, 22 second pylon. This is not what you did.
You're floating 255, and you have 1 gas.
Oh, a third kill!
400.
Killer probe! Oh! Is that 4 kills? 3 of them on that probe. Well, that was good. Killing 4 SCVs with probes is good.
He's floating 700 minerals at...
Would you say that's good or bad?
Terrible. Because his macro went to straight... He had 600... Who cares about 3 SCVs, okay? Queue them up. Don't watch a probe hit a SCV 8 times to kill it, okay?
But
Click
it's so
it,
cool.
Leave it there, okay? 650 minerals at the 2-minute mark. You could have made a 3rd Nexus and almost made a 4th. Okay? And you have 26 gas with 600 minerals at the 2-minute and 40-second mark, Spasm. Do you think that is efficient? Can we Spasm in the chat? Ask him if he thinks that's efficient.
Spasm, do you think it's efficient?
To have 600 minerals and 26 gas at the 2-minute and 40.
I'm gonna go ahead and answer for him. I don't think he thinks it's efficient. All right, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt.
So the cyber finishing in PvT with Protoss means you want to throw your tech down, right? With 38 gas, I think you're gonna have a small problem with that one. Just a small one.
What do you think about sinking your money into shield batteries here?
I mean, hey, you got 600. I mean, just spend it, bro. You know. Yeah, full probes. Yep.
I am here in the shadows.
All right. Times 8, please. Okay, so listen. Just pause it for a second. Just pause it. So look, let me just. All right, to everyone watching this, okay. StarCraft is not as hard of a game as you think it is, okay? There's no magic. There's no magic to improving, dude. Get on, download the game, and learn all the units and learn how they interact. Watch some YouTube videos on some build orders. Write down the build orders and go into custom game and practice that shit 20, 30, 40, 50 games in a row until you know how to play StarCraft. Okay, if you're floating 700 minerals at the 2-minute and 20-second mark, there's a problem. Okay, there's no, oh wait, I can't beat late game. You're floating 700 minerals at 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Okay, 2 minutes and 15. You could almost have 4 Nexuses. 4.
But game time.
Listen.
Practicing takes time.
I'm not done. I'm not. Okay, it does. And why the heck would you put in 1,500 bits for a angry coaching session when you're floating 700 minerals just watch the replay yourself. 700 minerals at 2 minutes and 15 seconds. There is a problem with that, okay? Listen, All pros have like zero money in the okay. They have like no money unless they're waiting.
Is that
queue
because
up.
they're foreigners and they don't win?
Yeah, exactly. So then look, there's no magic. Go into a custom game. Keep your money under 500 minerals at all times, unless like you're waiting for tech, or you're waiting to take a fourth, or waiting to take an extra base, or waiting to have a warp in or something. Your money should never go over like 1,000. Okay, unless you're maxed, obviously. Okay, just keep queuing it. Go keep grinding your custom games, and there's no magic to StarCraft. I have 20,000 games played, and I'm not even close to being one of the best in the game. Okay, there's no magic. You just gotta play the game and enjoy it for what it is. Because StarCraft's the best game ever made, and you will just flat out have a good ass time just learning the game, and no one has to teach you. Just go on a YouTube video, learn a build of a pro gamer, and then you will literally be great at this game real quick. You have a passion for it, flat out. No need for anyone to coach you. Because right now you already lost the game. You win or lose, you're already behind. And if you think like you won and you're okay, like, oh, I won the game, I'm look back at this replay, you're already like screwed mentally, because I can already tell you have not gone some game and played 50 games of learning a build order, because this build order is absolutely winging it at the lowest level, which is not good at all. Obviously, you want to have a proper build order, learn from there, and then become a god at this game, because that's all you got to do. I hit masters in like 2 months by doing the same build every day. Okay, I just love the game. I play it every day. I love it every day, and I get really good quick because I love it. I just fucking play it. That's all it is. There's no magic. There's no magic in this game. I've been playing for like 3.5 years. I'm playing every day pretty much, and you just fucking play the game and you become good. Okay? I'm telling you, there is no fucking magic. You just play. Just play. Flat out. And discipline.
With that in
Discipline
mind,
yourself.
with all that in mind, do you think he wins this game?
I mean, it doesn't matter. Win or lose, you're not getting better.
So you're saying because of that, he's a loser from the start.
Because of that, this game should not even continue. Because his build order.
But what about this Stalker micro though?
He's floating 1,300.
Wait, what? I'm gonna go back a little. That's
Right?
900.
Look at the money.
1,000.
Okay. Hold on.
1,100.
Units lost. Pause it. You are even. You are even. Look, hit L. Hit L on your screen.
I got it.
You are even. Okay? You floated 1,300. You could have thrown down 6 gates, and you could have had a Twilight like a year ago, and you could have like 14 Zealots coming at his base in about a minute, and you could win the game like that if you just didn't micro those 2 stalkers. Okay? A-move them. Okay? Go by the bunker, camp behind the middle line, and just hold position. Leave them there. Go home and macro. Okay? Easy dubs. Easy dubs. Don't spend your fucking money. Just listen. I do like that you have 70 out of 70 supply. I think at the lowest levels, it's very good to just make extra pylons and spend your fucking money to never get supply blocked. I think that's very good. Like if you have extra money, bro, build 10 overlords. If you have like 2k minerals, never get supply blocked. It's not worth it at the lower levels. It's not worth it. And also, don't look at units for as long. Please God, please do not look at your units for as long as you are, dude. Because holy shit, it is making you way like cool, bro. You killed whatever 612 units. Congratulations, you're floating 1,000 minerals and 300 gas that could have been put in a billion things. You could literally have had 6 nexuses on the map at the 5-minute mark if you wanted to, and like 3 gates and warp gate and just 4 warp and stalkers, and you win the game. This game is way easier than you guys think, bro. Way easier at the lower levels. Expand, build probes, get 3 bases, build gateway units, and just run across the map. You don't need fucking hive tech. You don't need any of that shit, bro. Just build more than your opponent. That's all you got to do at the lower levels. Just build more.
Would you say when you're shit, more shit counters less shit?
Exactly. Yep.
There you
More shit counters less shit. Exactly. Couldn't agree more. Yo, and I mean, like, listen, if you want to be good at, like, I'm sure Spasm, right? You donated 1,500 bits to have this shit shown, right? Like, you want to become great at Start. You want to. I know that this half of you just wanted like trolling shit though, right? Like play and have the angry coaching go down. But like, dude, discipline yourself and just don't float money. That's the biggest, bro. It's easy. Like, just don't float money. Just spend your fuck. Like, you have to hit B and you have to hit G to build gateways. Just do that over and over, okay? When you're like, you have 1,200 minerals. Like, how do you have 1,200 minerals? Like, just build shit. Build a fourth, build a fifth, just build shit. Build shit, and you will become great at this game, I promise. Okay? You just gotta have more units than your opponent. It's that simple. Why do you have an immortal and a StarCraft as rampant?
I think he's keeping his money down now. To an extent.
My life, dude.
But I think that's the biggest mistake. If you're a lower level player, a lot of players have watched a guide, but they haven't practiced it. They know where they want to go, but it takes them a long ass time to get there. And I think we saw it this game, microing 2 stalkers, eventually getting a 3rd base, like probe harass, and now we've gotten to the point where you have enough gateways to actually build things.
Okay, I'm gonna get up and walk away because he's upgrading high-sec auto-tracking at 8 minutes into the game, and he's at 88 supply, so...
No, that's the Terran.
No.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on someone upgrading high-sec auto-tracking at this timing?
I need to do this on my channel, dude. I need to do this on my. I would just die, dude. I would just laugh so hard. Oh my god, this game.
Oh,
is
there's
the
more
best
Prism
ever.
Micro, but the high-sec auto-tracking was done. Knocked away that War Prism, wouldn't have gotten it without the auto-tracking.
This is the best game ever made. Like, I don't care what anyone says. Like, you're trying to say Fortnite's better right now, dude. Like, we might have like 10,000 total viewers on Twitch right now, and Fortnite might have like 400,000. But dude, this is the best game ever made. Okay, I don't care what anyone says. Like, this guy's floating 2,700 minerals, and he got high-sec auto-tracking at the 8-minute. Like, if you're trying to tell me
he got it before his combat shield.
Like, hey.
Oh, it's a base trade.
Nope, it's not.
Oh, what a recall. Oh, he killed his own summits. Oh, what a defense, though.
So look, pause the game. This is a lesson to. I'm being real talk. Hashtag real talk right now, right? Like, every single player in StarCraft, highest level, even Rogue, even Sue, all these guys, right? When a fight is going on in the map, do not listen. At the lower levels, if you try microing, it's only gonna get worse. Just A move, okay? Just A move your shit and build more shit while that fight's going on, okay? Just, if you think you'll win the fight, A click and don't even watch your units. Just make sure they're fighting, make sure nothing's going to, like, you know, you're not walking your army into his. And as long as they're fighting, you have fucking 3k, 1k, okay? The other guy has, the Protoss Spasm has 1800, 1.1, okay? If you just built shit during that fight, you would literally have the same army you just fought with. Literally, you would literally, that army, that small ass army you just had, would be duplicated, and you would just walk across the map and win the game because this guy doesn't know how to spend a freaking dime of his money. So, like, bro, just start cooking, flat out. Play faster and just fucking start cooking. Like, I don't really get to, like, why are we watching this? Like, fucking spend your money. That's all.
He spent his money on showing me this replay. Are there any big lessons to take away from this?
That for the love of God, please spend your money. Like, I don't like, why are we watching? Like, you're building 8 cannons instead of building an army at 105. Like,
he spent his money though.
Bro. Okay, number 1 rule in StarCraft: build more shit than your opponent. Okay, don't worry about fights so much, bro. Just build more shit. Like, you could literally build mass stalkers. Okay, walk across the map and win every game until like Masters League. Okay, or like Diamond or some shit. Just because you have a better build order and a better everything. Like, you just build more shit, and you have more shit than your opponent. So it's over. flat out. Look how small this army is, and you have fucking 1400, 1400. And you're ready to fucking push. Why are you pushing? Why are you at, like, you have 4 bases, and you're pushed up. Like, what if you got dropped at your 3rd? Dropped in your main. You're pushing with the smallest army I've ever seen in my life. And you have 1700.
I think he's gone, guys. I think he just got up and walked away. Yeah, we've lost game time, but I think he left us with some he left us with some important thoughts and prayers. He shook. I think there's some things to take away here.
Like, you just stormed tanks. There's, pause it, go back 20 seconds. You see, go back 8 more seconds. Pause. Good. You see 6 tanks, you see Marine Marauders, and you choose to fucking storm the tanks.
I think I can confidently say that researching Storm is hurting you more than your opponent.
You just stormed tanks, okay? Let's go back about 20 minutes ago where I said you need to freaking learn how units interact, okay? You have Storm. They are good against Marines and Marauders and biological units, which is that is the definition of what those are, okay? And you chose to fucking storm the tanks. The tanks, you stormed the tanks, and you have a fucking ball of bio right next to it that you could have literally melted it with 2 storms, okay? 2 storms. Like, you had it. Like, you're down 90 supply, and you probably cooked half of his army. Like, StarCraft is not hard, guys. Like, it's the most, listen, pause it. It's the most frustrating game you'll ever encounter in your life, bro. No doubt. I agree with you. But it is not a hard game. It probably is the hardest game ever made, but it's not a hard game. Quote me on that. What?
It ain't hard, but it's hard, but it ain't hard, though.
It's the hardest game ever made, but it's still not, you know? By the way, the reason why I'm quiet is because my family's sleeping, so I can't yelling internally.
No. I think you're getting your points across quite well.
Yeah, I'm yelling internally, basically.
You're just having an internal, a lot of build up there. Oh, we can tell. That's good. That's good. Let it all out. Well, I mean, with your words, not your volume. And here it comes. I'm pretty sure the Zealots took more damage from that storm. No, I gotta give him. He did storm the bio units. He stormed his own Zealots.
Okay.
So.
You want to get GT claps in the chat? GT claps in the chat. Like, give him a round of applause, guys. He stormed at least he stormed bio units. GT301 claps in the chat. Okay, guys. Please tell me the movements at your channel and you actually see some GT.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
So he wasn't able to pull it out.
Okay. Pause it.
I mean, the game's over.
I know. Hey, game time. Hey, game time. Why is Terran so OP, bro? Okay. You floated 700 minerals at the 2-minute mark. You let 2 stalkers allow you to float 1,300 at the 3-minute and 45 mark. You got your gases once your cyber core was finished. Hey, Gametime, how do I get better at this game? YouTube.com. Go to the search bar. Type in professional StarCraft 2.
Or you could even type in
PvT.
StarCraft 2 guide.
Yep.
There are some people who make guides out there.
Or if you're a Zerg player, you know, there are some, my channel. We have build orders. You could watch the 5-minute replay and copy exactly what I did. You know, 5-minute replay. Learn it, and just do it 30, 40, 50 times in a custom game. Boring as hell. I get it. Boring as hell. I get it. You got to do what you got to do. You got to discipline yourself so you can start cooking. Okay? Listen, you can't start cooking if you didn't learn the recipe. All right? You got to learn the recipe and you can start cooking. All right? Build order. Get that shit down. Don't ask questions. Don't tell me, hey, game time, how do I get better at this fucking game? Okay? You're obviously trash because you didn't discipline yourself to become good. I was trash too. We all were trash at one point, okay? We all were trash. I'm still trash probably, to be completely honest. You got to discipline yourself really, really hard or you're going to stay trash. Flat out. How you become great? Discipline yourself. Discipline yourself. Discipline yourself. Discipline yourself. Get bored. You're going to be bored. 40 games of build order grinding. You're going to be bored. But discipline yourself if you want to be great. Okay?
Oh, and I do have some interesting news. Apparently, it was the Terran who wanted criticism.
What's up?
Apparently, it was the Terran who sent the replay in.
I mean, you're floating 4,700 minerals and they're the same thing. You don't have a build.
Would you recommend the high sec auto tracking before combat shields builds in the future?
I would recommend just not to play the game until you learn a build order. And then once you learn the build order, grind it 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, or 100 times until you learn how to play StarCraft, okay? Listen, games are won and lost in the early game build order, okay, at the low levels. You could literally lose your army 500 times, but you have 80 drones, you had a great early game, and you're flying. You got him pinned on 2 bases. All he has is like nothing, he has no money. But what you have is just a perfect build order, okay? And you could always lean on. You could lose that game. You could lose that game. You have a perfect build order though. You can take that to the next one. Make it better. Make it better. And then continue on from that perfect build order and just escalate your gameplay, bro. Once you get the build order down, you'll probably be in Diamond League. Then you got to figure out the other shit. Then you'll understand how to play the game properly and you'll learn how everything interacts and you can go from there, bro. It's one step at a time. The first step is learning a fucking build order, okay? Which this Protoss player had no idea what the hell. I bet he doesn't even know what a build order is. I bet if you told him what a build order was, he wouldn't even know. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
That went better than expected. In game time, you said you couldn't tell a Protoss or a Terran. Okay, let's dispel with the idea that the whatever race you're playing matters below probably masters. Really, I think any grandmaster player of any race could easily be masters with the other races, like no question. Maybe take a few days, like.
Yeah. I could probably get GM with Protoss if I played 30 games. I had to be honest.
All right, how did you guys like that? I was gonna say team coaching,